So now that you have a good idea of what PearDeck does and is capable of and how helpful it can be in formative assessment, let's talk about how it's 10 times easier now because over summer they added the PearDeck add-on right into Google Slides. So if you have a Google Slides presentation or you need to create a quick Google Slides presentation, that's easy to do just by importing, any other presentation software like PowerPoint. But I just whipped up a really quick Google Slides presentation just so that we can add on some PearDeck interactive slides for formative assessment as it comes. So just so you know, in case you need to add the PearDeck add-on, that happens up here. We're already in Google Slides and you just click the add-ons menu here and then get add-ons. And here's an array of the add-ons that you can add onto your Google Slides. So you might want to even check some of these other ones out if they appeal to you. But we'll just click the PearDeck one. And then here for you, it will say to enable the add-on or to add the add-on. And then once you do that, under the add-ons menu, PearDeck appears as the add-on of choice. And now what we have here is a few choices of what we can do. So if I'm just in this Google Slides presentation about some of my favorite TV shows, we add on in PearDeck and we can add a warm-up slide to the presentation, which students will then be able to respond to, a reflection slide, temperature check, which is like a thumbs up, thumbs down situation, or an exit ticket slide. Or where your money is, in my mind, is the add custom interactive slide. So even if I want to do like a text response slide, I'll just click text response slide, and here's a little graphic that kind of explains what is going to be able to happen. So students will type a response in your prompt on their devices, and then you have the ability to display those responses on the projector. And we'll talk about in the next task just exactly how you do that. So here we'll just, whatever kind of slide we added, we just click add slide, and it's inserting the custom slide for us right into the Google Slides presentation. Now here, this is an example of our interactive slide, and here is where we type the question. So what is your favorite show? And now right here, this is what the students will have the ability to see. So that even when you have presented, the regular slide, they will see something similar to here. And now this slide will be able to show all of the students' responses projected on the projector right for everybody. So you can do kind of, in the moment spot checks of the responses that the students have, or you can go back and look at the responses that they have even for a grade. So this is great for presentations and Google Slides presentations that you might already have or that you might already have created, but it's also great for creating new ones, and it's also great even for not necessarily doing projections. But I used to do this a lot for document analysis, where I would throw a document up and have students answer questions on the document. So whatever you can put into a PowerPoint or into Google Slides, now you can add that formative assessment piece to it. And then in order to present this, once you click add-ons under the PearDeck menu, now we just click present with PearDeck, and it creates a new PearDeck file that can then be added on into PearDeck. And like you see here, what will happen once you click to present, the file will be converted into a PearDeck file that works through the PearDeck website, and it will give you a join code, and thusly giving students a join code so that they can start to interact and add their responses to whatever prompts you've inserted right into the Google Slides presentation. Just be careful because there's a limited number of imported presentations that you can throw into PearDeck, but there's also a few ways around that we'll talk about in the next task. So your task for this one is just to insert a couple different kinds of slides into a Google Slides presentation and then throw it into PearDeck, into your PearDeck account.